This is the New Eden update for Tuesday, February 9th, 2016. I'm Wiggles, and here's a roundup of a few stories from around New Eden. Today we start with a post on the Matani.com about skill trading. Quote, the player base's initial reaction to injectors was hostile. Most players could even explain why they hated the idea, but felt fundamentally unfair, though this was nothing new. Long ago, players would buy game cards, 30 days, 60 days or 90 days, and sell them to each other in-game through a chat channel. CCP formalised the process to the trade via in-game mail, which evolved to a forum. Outside the game, the Timecode Bazaar, that forum's function selling purchased time for ISK, was brought into the game itself in the form of Plex, and the market was born. Each injector holds 500,000 skill points, not 512,000. This will be frustrating when trying to knock out pre-requested skills that need to be level 5. If you want to get a rank 2 skill to level 5, you'll fall just short with an injector and be forced to buy another or train a little. Together, taken, these inefficiencies pressure you to overbuy. This high demand makes the market prices go up. Mostly this is a money grab by CCP, but really it serves a different purpose: offsetting skill point farmers' efficiency. Once a character reaches an extraction maturity of 5.5 million skill points, it can never again inject at 100%, so there is only one way for all new characters and alts, which is an interesting block to the, quote, blank slate alt, end quote, that morphs into whatever low SP form is needed, a Sino alt, a Bomber, Explorer, etc. You can still make the faceless alt, but it'll always cost you in skill points overhead. And now that CCP has put out the high price extractors through an inefficient system, the signal is that clear. Injectors are not modules for characters. They are massive sinks of ISK and skill points for the game that has been around for about 12 years now. The system should drain your skill points away, but there are so many warehouses of skill points out there, it's hard to know if it will work. At least the distribution of skill points will get flatter. Next we go to Eve News 24 for a post about the newly announced module Stasis Grapplers. CCP Fozzie has been something of the father of Eve controversy, being one to announce some of the most contentious updates to the game over his tenure, while so far not inciting as much internet rage as the infamous Fozzie Sov. The changes have brought in the folks from every major sphere of Eve to compare their ideas. Large Stasis Grapplers, as they are called, have been developed as a way for our long, slow-moving battleship friends to more efficiently keep down the fast-moving vessels without having to equip a stasis web. This comes at a cost, decreasing optimal range for increased range. With the incredibly effective speed reduction, the hope appears to be to allow battleships to break the tackle, counter the other ships getting underneath their guns, and more efficiently pin down the other ships to deliver devastating close-range attacks. This module is something that will improve the experience of small or solo gang battleships pilots overall. Not being the type who usually goes out and hot drops on capitals on something, I can't quite vouch for their experience. Besides, besides the things that it can't do, I see nothing about this module that will affect the game adversely. Furthermore, it will bring out new fits and ideas from the Eve community, and I've never seen this as a bad thing. With further testing on Singularity, I feel that the Stasis Grapplers will define a niche that will be seeing a lot more. Keep an eye on the kill boards, and as always, feel free to leave your ideas and opinions in the comments below. For our last post today, we go back to the Matani.com for a post about NC.AWOXing in Erebus. On February 6th at 00:46 Eve time, Northern Coalition killed one of its own titans. Sasu Beauty Condor lost his 107 billionist titan to his own courtmates and alliance members flying in Erebus, Revenant and 2 other supercarriers, 2 dreadnoughts and a mixture of subcats. Screenshots on a Reddit post show that the main character of the Titan, Manny Man, had posted on the forums expressing anger towards his alliance for not recognising his PvP participation. He claimed that he was flagged for, quote, red, for not participating in as many fleets as they would like. This is because he normally flies the logistics, and as one Reddit poster stated, NC does not use a PAP link system like the Imperium, but bases off activity off killboards. Apparently, in a mad fit, Manyman decided he was going to jump his Titan out and suicide it, possibly to LSH. Not wishing to lose a Titan, many members in NC tried to talk him out of it, even going as far as offering to buy it from him and asking for him to jump out and leave the corp. He refused, and a decision was made by the leadership in NC to kill him instead. Since the kill, Hi-Fi has removed Manyman from the corp. Elsewhere in EVE-related content, it's been a quiet day on the blog so far today, as everyone I guess is writing about the new skill trading. There are new podcasts out from the Learning Cliff and Declarations of War. Plex prices in the Forge region are registering an average trading price of 1,277 million ISK so far today, which is up from yesterday's closing average of 1,266 million. The top buy order in Jita right now is 1,255 and sell orders are starting at 1,278. Prices did break the 1.3 billion mark today when I checked a few hours ago. And I'm also going to start giving the prices for the skill injectors and extractors daily too. So far extractors are trading at 313 million average, with buying starting at 297 and selling starting at 308 million. And injectors are traded at 670 million average, buying starting at 640 and selling starting at 664. Thank you to the people who've chosen to support the show on Patreon and have decided they get some value from this show and decided to give a little bit back. As always, you can go to patreon.com/wiggles to find out about how to support this show and also TotalEve.com. And I understand that not everyone can support via Patreon monetarily. What you can do, tell your friends, your court mates, your alliance mates, the dog, the goldfish, the pizza delivery man, and even your dry cleaner about the show. I now broadcast this show live on Twitch and upload it to YouTube afterward while I'm recording for the show for the podcast. So please, if you do have any feedback, let me know how it's going in the comments on Twitch or on YouTube or on the blog post, or you can tweet us. This has been the New Eden Update for Tuesday, February 9th, 2016. You can leave comments in the show blog at newedenupdate.com, or you can actually send us a tweet, as I said before, at New Eden Update. I also encourage you to check out all the latest headlines, the podcasts, the blog posts, and all that other information you can find, and even the Reddit posts on TotalEve.com. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Wiggles, and thank you for listening.